Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. As you can tell, this topic video is coming from the car because I'm in the middle of doing some stuff, so I just figured, you know what the hell, I'll just do it on camera, in my car, because I just don't got time to like put all the equipment together and everything like that. So I figured just go old school, because usually I would use my phone for just all the videos. So yeah, we're gonna do a little old school today. So this is kind of an interesting topic for me because lately, as you guys have been seeing, I've been doing some reactions to some short films. Yep. And most of them were fine. I think the one that I like the most, I think depending on when I release this video, was The Pen. I think that one's the one I like the most. That one I actually really like the most. Mainly because there was some line of structure. You know, it wasn't just an inciting incident or something, you know, whatever. It had something of a complete story. And I feel like a lot of students, when they do short films, or just films in general, I feel like they just don't commit to those ideas. They just present ideas, you know what I mean? They just show off a few things here and there, and that's it. There's no cohesive, there's no consistency, there's no navigation, there's no line of reasoning. It's just abstract, like, kind of pitches almost, you know? I mean, it's all well and good, I guess. I mean, it's if it's like, you know, some people just value just the entertainment of it all, you know. For me, I think that if you are curious to be a filmmaker or a storyteller, my thing is that you should be able to tell a story that functions with a beginning, a middle, and an end. I don't like seeing concepts. Like, that's not something that I'm interested in. I like seeing a full story, because the definition of a short film is a film done within a short period of time. So when your film is just an idea, it's not a film, it's a pitch. And I know some of the reasonings behind it. Sometimes it's just to get your idea out there, and sometimes it's just a literal pitch, just a proof of concept sort of thing. But like, I wish that people would, a lot of these up and coming student filmmakers, I wish that they would just commit to like general, like just making it like a structure, you know, not just presenting an idea. I want to see a full story, you know. And I have seen some. When I was back at college, they had a little festival of sorts, and I went there, and some of those dudes, they actually knew what they were doing. They actually had a full story laid out, and some of it was actually legit, and then most of it, but you know, but they had the right idea. And then here comes all these other people with just, again, concepts, ideas, you know, a literal, just visual idea of what the idea is, you know what I mean? But it's not functioning as a story. It's just, hey, this is what I want to do, sort of thing. Not necessarily, oh, here's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, like, whatever happened to that? Whatever, even like it's been like this for a while. Like, I saw The Big Shave, which was a film directed by Scorsese, and that was like back in like the 60s, right? Even way back then, like, people were acting on those sensibilities or those ideas where it's like, oh, I just have to show a proof of style or a proof of technicalities. I don't know, like, they like, there's always, like, a short film nowadays is always a proof of something. It's not just a piece of storytelling. It has to be a proof of storytelling. Proof to who? That's what I want to know. And I know mainly who it is. It's studios. It's trying to get your name out there. You're trying to get money. You're trying to fund, for your projects. I understand that, but I'm disenchanted really with doing short films. I mean, because if you guys have watched any of the filming stories, you guys would know that obviously I take the craft, of all of it a bit too seriously. So that's why I stepped away, because I didn't want to get involved in that capacity, ever again. So, but it's like, if you're in it, it's like, why are you only showing me a fragment? I want to see the whole thing. I want to see your whole idea, and I want to see it function in the parameters of a film. Because I'm kind of tired of seeing ideas. It's one thing for you to tell me what your idea is, but it's sorry, my tongue literally just went everywhere. It's one thing to tell me what your idea is. It's another when you show me your idea with purpose, and you show me it function within a whole story. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these short films, dude, it's like how many horror films have you seen? Horror short films. How many horror short films have you seen where they just have a dude or a woman or whatever wandering around, and then they try to build up the tension, and then jump scare, and then it ends? How many times have you seen that? Millions of times, right? And the whole reason they do that is just to prove that they can do tension. That they can prove that they have a certain style. That's it. That's it. And I question why. You don't stop catering. Just do your thing. And I don't want to hear that you don't have the money for it or anything like that. Budgetary restraints are your best friends, especially in the creative process. At least for me anyway, when I was doing short films, budgetary restraints were a blessing, because it forced me to be creative, okay? I didn't have the luxury of of equipment at my disposal and whatever like that. Sorry, police just showed up for some reason. Okay, whatever. You don't need $1 million to make a movie. I made a few short films. I'm not saying my short films are good or anything like that. I'm just saying that my films, $100, maybe $100, 200, maybe as the maximum. That's it. That's that. You don't need a shit ton of money. If you need a shit ton of money, then I think that you're aiming too high. You know what I mean? Yeah, be creative, write whatever hell you want to write, but be realistic. You know what I mean? Think about what you can do and work with it. You know what I mean? And build upon that. Instead of just going for the high approach at the start and then getting a lesser return. You know what I'm saying? It's you got to work from the bottom and then progress. You know what I mean? So you got to start out with the budgetary restraints. You can't be just hunting for a certain kind of money, because most times all it boils back down to is a proof of concept. That's usually what I see with people when they try to go find a bunch of money and stuff like that. All they're doing is creating a proof of concept. They're not wanting to actually just commit and just make their shit, and make their shit within a certain restraint. Because I'm telling you that restraints promote better quality. If you have more room if you have more equipment at your disposal and you're more filthy rich, whatever like that, you have a bunch of money at your disposal, it might look better visually, but in terms of a narrative, in terms of how it plays, I don't know. Maybe it might work, maybe it won't. But usually, in my case, people who have the most restraint usually have the best of films, because they're forced to be creative. So, if any of you guys are out here, making stuff like that, seriously commit to making a full story. Okay, I don't want to see a fragment of your story. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see page 1. I want to read the whole book. You know what I mean? So, like show me the whole book. Like, because, and ask yourself, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it because you want to be creative, or are you doing it to make a buck? Like, what is the purpose? What is the drive? And if your drive is just to make money, then, whatever. That's your MO. But if it is to be creative, you need to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You need to consider what you're showing. Are you showing us everything, or are you just kind of showing us a little bit? Like, I want to see the whole thing. I want to see the whole vision. So quit with the proof of concepts. Quit with the, I just want to show you just 5 minutes. I've been working on this because I went on Kickstarter and got a shit ton of money just for the proof of concept. No. I want to see the whole thing. I want to see your whole story. And like I said, the budget thing, that to me is not a much of an excuse, because I've seen people operate with just $1,000, less than that, and their films are really, really good. Ask Skinamarink, one of my favorite movies of the year, how much their movie cost. Yeah, it's totally possible, guys. It's totally possible. One of the greatest horror films of all time, at least from what I've been told. I've not seen the film, but at least one of the most acclaimed horror films of all time was, maybe rephrase that, Blair Witch. Blair Witch. People always are influenced by that film because of how it utilized its technicalities, and it really gave way to the found footage genre. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need a whole lot of money, guys. You really, really don't. So I would say just put it out there, work with what you got, and I'm telling you, if you do it like that, you're gonna come out with something that has more passion, more spark, and more importantly, just more heart. Because the more stuff you got, the less of a heart you have. It's more about making the image look pretty and stuff like that. It's not about creating a cool and juicy story. It's more about, hey, how does the story look? So I say if you're in a position right now where you're trying to figure out, can I do my story or not? Do it. Just do it, okay? If you got some people around you, just go ahead and do it. And if you're working with like $1,000, or in my case just $100, work with it and then build upon it, because starting up over here is only going to lead you down here. If you start down here, who knows, perhaps you might progress. But I'm talking about creatively. Fuck working with the studios and all that type of bullshit. Okay, like, yeah, that's, if you want to make it in the Hollywood scene, that's your business. I think it's a stupid move, but whatever. But I'm talking about the creative process here. In the creative process, you gotta start here. If you start up here, you're going to go way down here. So just start small. Start small with a small budget, and then just work yourself up. All right. So those are my thoughts. I've just been noticing that a lot lately with short filmmakers. They just love to present proof of concepts, and I'm just kind of disenchanted by that now. I'm just kind of tired of it. I want to see the whole story. So show me the whole story, guys. Stop showing me fragments. Show me the whole picture. So, and some people do. Some people do show like a full movie, I'll link. I think I'll link one to in the description. There's one. I think it was like a vampire sort of thing, but it was a full story. To me, that's the kind of short films I like. The ones where it's just fragments and stuff like that, like, oh, look, here's my idea, kinda. Not really something I'm all that crazed by, but yeah. So those are my thoughts, guys. Just wanted to shoot this real quick. I just gotta go get my brother some food, So yeah. So those are my thoughts, guys. You guys let me know your thoughts on short films, if you guys watch short films or if you guys are just into making movies. I want to hear some of you guys' rationale. Like, is it because of your pitching, or is it because of this and that? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. An airplane is literally flying by, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna head out now. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.